Hello everyone. I'm back. I'm in a different location and the lighting is very bad, but I'm here to just update you. I got box braids. Hello. Okay, they are so long. What? Listen, I asked for medium braids and I said mid back length to waist length, which was, conservative because my hair is like bra strap length, I guess, now that I cut it. Um, so I guess that was a little bit conservative, but not really. And it ended up, first of all, I showed up to this woman's apartment and she was like, "You didn't bring any hair?" And I was like, "No." This is just not good. So I had to leave and go buy some hair. This was okay. She said this was the only time she had it, and it was already 6 o'clock. It was after 6. So I had to go to a beauty supply, and I ended up going to Sally, and they only had someone's messaging me. They only had this like I don't even know what brand it was, but it was like $2.29 a pack. And she told me to get number 2, but I was like, I think number 4 matches my hair color better. So I got the 4, but they only had 4 of the 4. So I got 2 of the 2. 4 of the 4, 2 of the 2. Oh. Anyway, so I got that. That was like $20. And then she was like, "Oh my gosh, this isn't the right hair." It was, I don't even know what it was. It started with a K, 100% something with a K. But it was not right, apparently. And she was like, "I hope this is gonna work because the hair is really thin." But I don't think, like, these braids were the exact width that I had wanted. And maybe, you know, my sections could have been smaller with like the same, width, the same amount of hair, basically. And with, more braids, and that would have made it look a little bit fuller, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks nice. I'm happy with it. But, okay, so in the back, she was braiding tightly, but like, it wasn't pulling. It felt really like, it felt nice. It felt really good. You know how when you pull your hair, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but when I pull my hair, usually it feels good. Um, but when she started getting towards the top, she started pulling so hard, and I was like, oh, and I didn't know whether I should say anything, or I was like, oh, this is just box braids. Because I remember when I got box braids the first time, I was 8, and I was very tender-headed, and I still am tender-headed, but it was hurting so bad that I was like bawling. It's like crying so hard, and my mom was like, "Ugh, do you still?" She didn't say that, but she was like, "Do you still want to get the braids?" And I was like, "No, I don't want it." Like, I was really upset and not having it. And okay, let's figure this out. Um, so I was like, I didn't want to do it. And eventually, I think one of the people, because there was like three, but one of the people braiding my hair was like, it's gonna look so good. She convinced me to keep going. And like, I was more than halfway done, so I might as well just finish. But I was crying. I was upset. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So yeah, I got the box braids and I loved having those braids. But yeah, I do remember it being horrible and I couldn't sleep. Like, I could not lay my head at all. So I was having the hardest time sleeping. So I was expecting it to not be as bad, but it to be bad, you know. I was expecting a little bit of pain, a little bit of pulling, a little bit of tenderness, and a little bit of trouble sleeping. But when she started getting like up here and up here and up here, and she was pulling so tightly, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for this to be over. And I don't even know if I regret saying that because I know it's gonna look, you know, because she pulled it so tightly, it's gonna look nice for a longer time. But I don't even know. I don't know what to think because I just got it last night. It was last night. And I was able to sleep. When I got home, like I couldn't move my head. Like I was stiff. I had to take medicine. I was like shaking for a few hours, but that also was because it was cold outside and I was like shocked. But anyway, um uh so yeah, these braids are super duper long. I'm gonna stand up and show you how long it is. So, oh, you can't even see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some good lighting. This is my computer. Okay, here we go. So, that is how long the braids are. They go past, they're past tailbone length, so maybe I should just stay over there, but, so, and also I looked up a video on how, you know, how to loosen the box braids, and it said to spray rice water on there on the roots and kind of pat it in with your fingers, and then it said to do the same thing with some oil, so I did that. I did both of those things last night and it did feel slightly better, not too much, and I also took some medicine this morning. Now, I was not able to move these braids. There was a middle part and I was not able to move them last night, but this morning after I took my medicine I was able to do that. So they are not like twisting that much. Like they won't twist all the way around. So I'm not gonna be pulling them up into anything anytime soon. The most I've done is like pull it back into like a ponytail, and I've used some clips to pull it back like that. So until it gets a little bit looser, that's what I'm going to be doing. And that is it. It looks really nice. They're really long. I've been like braiding some of them and also cutting the hair because some of the hair is like super duper long and it's straggly, so I have to cut a few pieces. And also some of the ends are like really blunt, so I have to deal with that. But it looks really nice and I'm happy And I think in, a week, maybe I'll be able to start, moving them around, and they'll be like a little bit less stiff, because it is a little stiff right now. And I'm gonna be super duper duper careful with my edges, because listen, I almost thought about telling her, listen, don't put my edges in. I know they look ratchet, but they're so short that I don't know if putting them in the braids is going to be a good idea, but I decided against it because I was like, she probably knows what she's doing. I don't want to be looking raggedy when my edges were like probably half an inch long. And so I was like, you know what, I don't want to be looking raggedy after a couple of weeks, a month, when it grows and it's like an inch. So I just let her do what she wanted, and I think that as long as I'm really gentle and careful, that it'll be good for, growth and everything. So I'm really excited. I'm happy to not, have to do anything for a few weeks, because I just cannot not, what I'm saying? Like, it just, my hands have to be touching my hair at all times, so this is really good for me. I'm not gonna be, like, manipulating and doing too much. I'm just protective style season. It's officially winter, so happy winter, everyone. That is it for this update. I hope you have a good holiday, and if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. Alright, peace, everyone.